Hi. I hope you're well. After our last live chat. Oh, no, wrong way. After our last live chat, where the lighting was so terrible, as it is right now, I realized that I am an influencer. And I actually have a ring light. I haven't used it in like a year and a half because I got all up on the natural lighting train. Just prefer natural lighting. But for this purpose tonight, with poor resolution, you and I will both appreciate... Are you okay? You and I will appreciate this in my face. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you fell. I'm sorry you weren't paying attention and you hurt yourself as a result. Okay, where are we going to plug? Oh, yeah, perfect. We're going to plug her in right there. Good evening. If you have joined me for the re-stream of the live stream, it usually takes a few minutes for actual humans to join the live. And it's a little bit awkward because on the one hand, I'm not talking to anyone in real life, but I realize that if you are re-watching the stream, you can see me right now. It's super awkward if I'm just sitting here in silence. So seeing as I'm running late with everything tonight, what is going on? I thought I would just set myself up while I'm waiting, and maybe you would find that somewhat entertaining. I'm so thirsty. I just had a massive dinner. I've got a tea waiting, but I actually think I'm going to have some water before I have the tea. I'm that thirsty. Oh my gosh, that is bright. I mean, it's bright for me. It's great for you, isn't it? That's much good. That's going to improve the resolution. Oh, hello, Michelle, Julia. Thank you for joining. 7 a.m. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, yeah, this ring light. This is what we've needed this whole time, girl. Okay, great. I'm going to find a little table to put this on. Okay, look at the ring light. It really is the most flattering light. I just did a little bit of a live stream on Instagram to invite people to join me in this live stream. Let me tell you, it did not look this good over there. Okay, just bear with me. I'm going to get a stool for the laptop. Honey, if you still be forgiven. Why am I going through my emo phase at my tender age of a couple decades later than you would expect? Oh, this is lovely. I mean, look how bright this light is. Ah! Ah! Anyway, I only just discovered that Famous Last Words is a cool song. How did I only just figure this out? Do you know what it is? I grew up on like kind of like crazy goth industrial music when I was a teenager. So I think when actual emo music came out, I thought it was like weak. But now that I'm over my Nine Inch Nails phase, like, sure, My Chemical Romance, why not? The song is I understand it. I understand why the kids were into it, right? It's so melodic and yet kind of dark. I get it. I get it, guys. I get it. I get the emo now. I understand. Sorry, I'm just wiping the screen with my sleep. Okay, now I've set this up to an extent that I'm relatively happy with. Look, I don't like that angle in the wall there, but could we do that? We could probably do that. How pedantic am I going to get? No, we're going to not be crazy about this. Yeah, I really need a drink. I have tarot cards. Everything is opposite on the screen. I'm not used to it. No, see? Confusing. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get my tea. I'm going to get water first, okay? I'm getting my water right now. Don't go anywhere. I know I'm going to fix this angle up because it's bugging me. You know, I don't know. There is a part of Famous Last Words as well where there's this like unexpected shredding. Like you have to really listen to it to hear the shredding. It's probably not essential, but it's still in there and that's kind of impressive. Oh my God. I've been parched. Hello, Alison. Hello, Mel. Hello, SS. Hello, Mariel. Mini Tanya Lepie. Kadia Hadu. Mini Tanya Lepie again. I haven't had time to read what you've actually said, guys. Sorry. It's been a lot. Today's been a lot. It started off busy. I worked for many hours and then it was such a beautiful day. It was a beautiful, warm day. It was 28 degrees Celsius. It's meant to be winter. It's not meant to be that temperature at all. I'm going to put my yoga blocks underneath this laptop to make that line straight in the background. Yeah, and I just decided, okay, I've done enough work for today. I'm in a hormonal time, and I decided to treat myself and just go for a little drive to the woods. Not to the woods, to the botanical garden, Araluen. And it was just stunning. I just sat there with my journal. I just wrote my feelings. And I love having hormones. I love the rawness of the hormonal low. I love being close to tears for almost no reason. Like, it sounds bad. It sounds like just driving my car would make me cry, but it's actually the opposite. It's actually like I'll see a bird and then I'll just be like, it's so beautiful, and I'll cry. And today I saw an endangered species, the red-tailed cockatoo, which is endangered here in WA. Probably, I don't know if they exist around Australia. They're endangered here. Everyone makes a big deal out of them here. They literally have a red tail. So, those were real environmentalists here or just people who know about it. They get really excited when they find the feather, the red feather from the tail. They're like, it's a sign. It's a sign from the gods because it literally flew down from the sky. Okay, what are you guys saying? Anyway, I watched those cockatoos and I was like on the brink of tears. And then I went shopping for cake ingredients and rushed my dinner, and here we are. I love my cave. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's starting to finally feel like my home, I have to say. And I plan to do not a lot over the next 6 months. Hi. Sorry, I just feel like, you know, we got to give you a little bit of something. Yeah, and I'm baking a cake. I'm baking a cake tomorrow, which is all I've ever wanted. It's all I've ever wanted. Honestly, I have been so excited about baking again. I didn't bake last year because I don't know why I didn't bake. I just didn't bake. Maybe I did like one batch of croissants, um, but I didn't bake, generally speaking. And when I first moved in here, I didn't think the oven worked properly because I tested it out once and I saw that the seal was pretty loose and it wasn't warming up fast enough. So I sort of gave up and assumed it wasn't working properly. But I did it again properly. I timed it again properly. And as it turns out, my oven totally works. And I've already done 2 batches of vegetables. And tomorrow I'm baking a cake. Just FYI, it is cheaper right now to buy a cake than it is to make a cake. The ingredients to start me off on this cake cost me about $40. And to be fair, I'd gotten rid of all my baking supplies, so there's no surprises there. Like as in the actual ingredients, not I've got the trays and all that sort of stuff. But a friend and I were having this conversation. Like the way prices are right now, it's almost cheaper to go out for lunch because it's going to cost you like $20 to assemble your lunch. But no, we're exaggerating because I can probably make at least 2 cakes on the amount of ingredients I got, okay? Hi, Mel. Hi, Jess. Hi, user. Hi, Christina. Oh, you're all being so engaged and chatty. I really appreciate that. Thank you so, so much. For those of you who don't know, it really helps the algorithm if you are engaged, if you are chatting lots. If you get bored, just send me a turd emoji. I don't mind. I'm not going to take it personally, you know. Anytime you feel like an instinct, just type something in, type me an emoji as a reaction to anything you do basically makes you seem more engaged, which then makes because I've monetized this video, so I guess YouTube algorithm will reason that you're all active, you're all alive, there's a lot of activity, therefore whatever advertisers they're sending onto this video will gain from it, and therefore they'll recommend more people watch it. Hey, it's capitalism, baby. Welcome to my capitalist live stream, live from Perth, Western Australia, where capitalism lives strong. Can I just have a random rant? I don't know if I should bring this up. It's controversial. Is it? I don't know. No, I'm not going to say it. It's too weird. I don't want to start a socialist rant. Okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it to myself. We don't talk about politics here. Hi, Meg. Yeah, Domestic Patty is making a comeback, and oh my God, do I love it. I really love it. I've been saying no to offers of sponsorships because I've decided that I am a housewife now, my own housewife, to be fair. Gary still isn't paying the bills. I don't know if he ever will. But yeah, I just need to be, I'm pottering around. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing some live streams, doing some long format content, working on some moody shorts as well, but I'm not pushing myself. I need to potter around. I need to bake this cake tomorrow, I need to go on an excursion to Fremantle to source the ingredients. I'm 42. I've paid my dues to society. I was a high school teacher for 10 years. I'm still recovering from that. I just want to sit down in my apartment. This water tastes so good. All you need is a Brita filter. That's all you need for your water to taste amazing. Mel, you don't want the socialist rant. It's just about how, like, I'll give you the very short version. When I was a kid in my late teens and my early 20s, and obviously I was hanging out with all the cool artsy people and all the sexy musicians, because that's how I always rolled. I'd hang out with all these cool artsy people, and a lot of them were, second generation Australians, third generation Australians. And, a lot of the guys were really into joining the socialist movement in Perth. There was a bit of an underground socialist movement. And I was like, fresh off the boat, Eastern European. My parents fled Marxist theories. And I was just like, you privileged boys, you have no idea. You have no idea. So that was the rant. It wasn't going to be about how great socialism is. It was just going to be about how people who don't know what communism is all about can never appreciate democracy and capitalism. So here, a drink to capitalism. Cheers. The free world, the free market. Enjoy it. You don't know what life is like without it. Those of you who are Polish in the comments, you know, you remember when there was only that one American shop in the whole city where you could go get a candy. Yeah, you remember. User, if you were my teacher, I'd pay attention. Ooh, yeah. Let's not talk about that. Ashley McClarty, me too. Wait. I don't know if I don't think baking is for health. I remember that year I baked a lot. My butt got really big and round. So I guess it's not really for health. It's more just I like having people over for cake. Actually, even when I did bake a lot a few years ago, I would bake a cake and then just like even if I didn't have anyone specific to share it with, I'd just take it down to the local cafe where I knew all the people anyway, and I'd just be like, "Hey, let's all have cake." So it's the cake is for sharing, but it does go straight to my butt. So no, it's not for health reasons. Audrey, welcome. Thank you for joining us in Canada. Madeline, you're a teacher questioning your job. What advice do I have? I wouldn't take my advice because it's sad and bitter. That's my advice. Don't take my advice. If you like it, do it. If you don't, get out. Don't get me started on teaching. Okay, I need to, nah, that angle at the back there, that's driving me nuts. Let me get some yoga blocks so we can fix this up. I'm so happy with this lighting. Send me an emoji if you're happy with the lighting. Do we make it more romantic? Hang on. Oh, a drop of water. Embarrassing. That's disgusting. Is that better? It's a little more romantic. But then the resolution suffers. See, this is the payoff. This is how we have to negotiate. If it's moodier, it's cuter, it means the quality's worse. Back to 400 ISO, baby. Send me an emoji if you understand what I just said. Send me an emoji if you remember the times of ISO. Anyone else do photography in high school? Back in the 90s? Okay, let me fix this angle up. I'll be back. Oh, this water's so good. What are the lyrics to the song? Let's sing along to Famous Last Words. I don't think we can actually put the song in because it'll be copyright struck, right? But where's your heart? Oh, that was terrible. But where's your... I'll stop singing, it's awful. Ah, yes. I see you lying next to me. Said something, never speak. And unafraid. Oh my god, I already want to delete this video. Okay, everyone get off. We're starting again. No, I won't delete it. It's too late now. People have heard me sing out of tune to a song that they probably don't even think is that good, although maybe they do. Okay, look, we've got a bit more of a right angle correction. What's that? Oh, this is why it takes me so many hours to make a single video. I do have a hot tea that I prepared earlier. Madeline is bitter too. Ah, well, if you're bitter, get out. Get out before the bitterness eats you alive, Madeline. That's my recommendation. I've only just stopped having nightmares about being a high school teacher. I stopped doing it 4 years ago. Jess Jenkins has been watching the Great British Bake Off. So much baking inspiration. And Noel Fielding is gorgeous. Well, okay, let's be real. Noel Fielding, maybe not so gorgeous right now. Let's just say that I'm not sure right now he's gorgeous, but he's definitely been gorgeous in the past and in the recent-ish past for sure. I will agree with that. Yeah, all those guys that look like witches, I'm into those guys. Sure, why not? Mel V says something mean about children. Shh, we're not going to repeat that one. The user said something and retracted the message. Thank you for the photo camera emoji, M0703, R2D2. Tess, have I read Swimming in the Dark by Tomasz? I'm going to say his name. Tomasz Jędrowski. Is it Jędrowski or Jędrowski? Well, we don't know. It's about Poland at the end of the Polish People's Republic. No, but look, let me show you something. This is for my Polish friends. W Pustyni I w Puszczy. I loved this book as a kid. For those of you who aren't Polish, this is like a well-known children's book about some kids that get lost in Africa. Is it like during World War One or something like that? Maybe the Victorian era, and yeah, they have to survive, and it's freaking amazing and dark because it's Polish, but it's so good. And I decided to keep the copy of it. So there you go. I should probably reread this because I feel like my Polish is getting really crap. Noc zapada w Egipcie koło godziny 6. Okay, look, I'm reading to you in Polish. Więc zorze wkrótce zgasły, a po pewnym czasie na niebo wytoczył się wielki, czerwony odblasku zórz. Yeah, it's not great, is it? Also, like I do type to my dad in Polish, and I'm pretty sure the spelling's starting to get rotten. Dzieci odetchnęły w czasie przewozu. Staś pocieszał Nell. Oh, Stash and Nell. That's where the kids' names were that. There you go. Everyone's gone quiet. Everyone's gone quiet. Everyone's left the live stream. That means I can get my tea. Oh my God. This tea is all I ever wanted. All right, talk to me, people. Okay, so here's the deal. I want to thank a few people. I want to thank Victoria, Amanda, and Zelda for buying me a coffee this week. I have put a thank you mention for those people in my next long format video. If you do happen to tip me, buymeacoffee.com, Patricia Mitzik. If you do happen to go there and leave me a little coffee tip, unfortunately, I will not be able to put you in that video. But I shall put you in my next video. I'm not going to actually take your physical person and put you in there, just mention your name. But thank you to those people who have bought me a coffee. I very much appreciate it. Marielle, thank you so much. I'm glad you appreciate my lighting setup. You definitely missed the start of the video where I just was messing around with lighting the whole time. I'm glad you didn't see that. I'm eating tea. Yeah, I'm just chewing bits of tea. That's what happens sometimes. Mwenye Tani Lepe asks about teaching, but I don't want to talk about teaching. It just wasn't fun. I mean, it was fun sometimes. It was fun with the year 12s and some of the year 10s, sometimes the year 11s. But everything about it is hard. Everything about it is hard. There's not, and you don't get a lot of appreciation. That's all I'll say about it, okay? You get a lot of complaints and not a lot of appreciation. Oh, we've got another Polish person. Kate, welcome. Tess, are you in, was it Greenbush? Greenpoint? Oh, Greenpoint, that's where it is. Oh my gosh. So my aunt lives in Brooklyn. Like, she lives really close to the Brooklyn Bridge. Not the Brooklyn Bridge, sorry. That other bridge where the subway is on. Anyway, you know that iconic under the subway passage that's in like every episode of every New York TV show ever? She lives there. And she goes to Greenpoint quite a lot. And I've gone with her, and it literally is Polish town. Like it's just like you're in Poland. Everyone speaks Polish in every shop. There's a Polish bank. There's Polish everything. I kind of wish we had a Polish town here. We don't have that here. Daria, yes, I do. I do read Polish. There you go. My answer wasn't half Polish. There you go. I do read po polsku. I went to school in Poland. Goddamn straight I should be able to read. Honestly, the reading's not great. I wasn't understanding half of what I was reading. Hello, Courtney from Texas. What keeps me occupied when I'm not making videos? Driving to the country and pottering around my apartment. And tomorrow, baking a cake. Greenpoint test, yes. Yeah, I didn't wear black for many years, and now I wear black. Hello, Liana from Perth, Western Australia. I know, right? Like, what is this? What is this weather? It's 28 degrees today in the hills. That's where I went. I went to Araluen for a few hours because I was just like, this is too stunning to miss. And I do feel when it's a really beautiful day outside and I'm stuck inside, and I've been I've been in home for 3 days straight, working every day. It just makes me depressed. Like it's like when you're in school and you know that episode of The Simpsons where Bart goes to school and it's just this beautiful day out there, and then he goes off and then it's just weird Huckleberry. Is it Huckleberry Finn? It's this weird parody of that old American novel. Yeah, classic episode. That was me today. Basically, I was like, I've done 4 hours work. This is fine. I'm tired. My body hurts in places it shouldn't. I'm gonna go, and I did. Mnie Tani Lepiej. bringing it full circle. Well, things that I did try on in my last video, which was the try on. Is that still live now? I think that's still live now, isn't it? I'm gonna leave that up for the next day or so, but I'm gonna make it go away after that because I don't really want to have more than like one live video up at a time. But if you haven't seen it, go see it. You can still see it over the next day or so. I tried on a bunch of stuff and I returned it all in the end. I was umming and ahhing about the dress, but I think ultimately what caused me to send it back is that it was just a little too different from what I normally wear and was coming into the season where I would be least likely to wear it. So I just thought it was a bit of a risk holding on to like essentially like a wild card experimentation piece for 6 months. Because who knows what weird phase I'll be in 6 months' time, you know? I am an icon, Camellia. Thank you. Oh, any advice on how to deal with anxiety? Oh my gosh. I don't know. That's a big topic. I don't know if that can be answered over a live stream. I guess okay, here you go. You got to figure out what the source of the anxiety is. If it's just like not rational, in the sense that it's just like something you've grown up with, like it's a cause by trauma or whatever. I don't mean not rational in the sense that it I don't mean to invalidate it, but you know what I mean. Like, is it actually like your job? Is it like a practical, rational thing? If it's like your job, you hate your job, your boss is scary, sure, that's the source. But if it's like just lifelong anxiety, that's the hardest anxiety to deal with because you that's your paradigm, that anxiety. Um, yeah, get the source first and go from there. Araluen is perfect every season, I think. I love Araluen. It's my special place. And it's so quiet during the week. Like there was almost no one there today. There's like 2 cars the whole time I was there. Rebecca, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Genevieve, is Cot Beach too cold for swimming? I have been going to sauna over the last week and the temperature has dropped significantly. In the past, I would say yes, it's too cold, but now I've done a few ice baths and I regularly go to sauna. So my temperature's used to being all over the place now, so I can hack it. It's actually so enjoyable now. Like it's the difference in temperature, the amount that the temperature has dropped by is actually really lovely. It's just so nice to go in the cold, cold water for a few moments. If the water doesn't have a lot of swell, it's still beautiful. Obviously, we do get winter swells when winter actually starts wintering. We do have like a couple stormy months where you probably don't want to go for a swim, but you know, like right now, the water's colder, but it's still beautiful. It's very still. Oh, so Gary's come out. We're gonna have some meat. Can you hear him? Okay, let's do some last minute cat ASMR. Oh. Oh. Not yawning anymore. I moved the laptop for you. Oh, we're ruining it. Come on. Say hello. I'm showing them my hideous set. Hello. Oh, he's a great guy. I really love my cat. Yeah. You want to sit with me? Oh, really, my friend? Tell me more. Oh, don't go over there. No one can see you over there. Do I ever get recognized by people in real life? I have a few times. It's always awkward. It's never what you think it's going to be. It's always because I don't expect it as well. It's always like someone will be like, "Excuse me," and be like, "Oh, yes," and I'll assume it's something to do with I don't know, anything. But people saying, "Oh, aren't you on YouTube?" And I'll be like, "Oh," And I'm sorry if you have said hello to me in the past and I've been super awkward and weird about it. It's because I wasn't expecting it. And I'm just awkward. She laughs manically. Well, giving her cat a good scratch. Oh, gosh. The light of my life. Oh, it's been a big day. How old is Gary? He's like 13, 15, something like that. Hard to know because he's adopted. He's not my real baby. I know it's a shock. Okay. We've chatted a little bit. It's already 8:40. How did that happen? It's already nearly bedtime. And I am genuinely smashed today, so I'm going to have an early bed. Oh. Is that your drool on my leg? He drools so much. Doesn't help that he's had a few teeth taken out. Why don't we draw a tarot card? How does that sound? So I've done this before. When I drew it last time, I said I wasn't drawing it for me because that doesn't make any sense. I'm not in an introverted state right now. I'm in a very extroverted state. The energy is collective. So the tarot card that I will draw will be will be for all of us. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to draw us a tarot card for all of us, all right? I know I'm not saying a lot because I'm tired and my cat's rubbing his face into me. Trying to concentrate. But I'd really appreciate if you kept talking, sending emojis, keep being engaged. Oh gosh, you're beautiful. Really? This feels like peak internet. You know, we've had this platform, we've had access to this platform for like, what, 20, 25 years at this point in time at least. And, you know, there was a time where you could download any movie, any music. You could read any article in the world about any kind of news in any kind of place. And here we are at peak internet. A woman with her tarot cards and her cat. This is how you know it's the downfall of humanity. Or is it the improvement of humanity? Thank you for all the emojis. Oh, there you go. Carolina, we're psychically connected. I didn't even see your comment before I realized it was time for the tarot. Thank you for all your emojis. Meg, Jess, Mini Tani Lepi, user. Yeah, I know. This is why I had to lower the screen, Marielle, because it was just the unconditional love, the adoring nature of his stare. Find someone who looks at you the way Gary's looking at me right now. If I were editing this video, I would have totally zoomed in on his little face just then. Oh, bless. Okay, now what we're doing is we're all concentrating, okay? And we're concentrating on these cards and I feel like I'm doing a magic trick, like I'm showing you the cards so you know there isn't a trick here. But what we're doing is we're mixing these cards up and we're sending our collective energy out into the space, and the card that we will pull will represent something that is going to guide us and give us inspiration at this time, okay? So it's not for me specifically, it's for all of us. I'm mixing up. Where's my phone? Because I'm going to need that. Because I cheat. I read the answers off the internet. I'm mixing the direction of the cards up because the way that you draw the card matters with tarot. Ooh, itchy nose. So if the card comes up the right way up, the way it's supposed to be, it's upright. And if it comes, he's gone back to staring at me. And if it comes out reversed, it's a different meaning. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad meaning. It's kind of maybe like the shadow side of the card, but it's not necessarily always a bad thing. You know, there's light and there's dark for a reason. Even moments of difficulty have their value and give us something new, something valuable. I think we've mixed these up enough. Okay. Pick a card. Okay, seriously. How do we do this so it's like, oh, reveal yourself to us card. Reveal yourself, which is the one we need. Oh, it's this one. I just decided. Okay. Now, how am I going to do this? I'm just going to pick a hand movement, and the way it presents to you is the way we're reading it, okay? So I'm going to go, whoop. Oh, we've reversed it. Is it worth it? Can we work it? Put your thing down, flip it and reverse it. We've got a reversed judgment. Dun, dun, dun. Where can we put this? If only there was somewhere to... Yep, reverse judgment. Thank you for looking after that. Yeah, you're looking after the card. Now I have left my phone somewhere. And as I said, I need the phone to just... Oh. Ah, precious. Yes, you came out just in time for the tarot cards. He is so adorable, isn't he? Gary does have a look of judgment on his face. It's true. Amy, thank you for the emoji. Oh, reverse judgment. Rebecca's saying it's a good omen. Okay, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Gary, where's my phone? Oh, here we go. Did you enjoy the Gary show? It's just Gary. Just Gary being Gary. Okay, judgment card reversed. Judgment, tarot, meaning. We're going to go back to my favorite site, Biddy Tarot. That's BIDDY Tarot. Oh, and I should send you the link to my Buy Me a Coffee account just in case. No pressure, but I did mention it earlier and then I totally forgot to do that. So let's do it right now. Oh. Yeah, like, I don't know. Can you guys respond to my comments? If I put that in there, can you comment on that? Yeah, can you just comment on that so it looks like we're more active? You haven't had dinner yet. Why are you washing? It's not bath time yet. You haven't finished dinner. Oh, excuse my boy. That's a bit private. Whatever. Okay, so I'm going to do exactly what I did last time while my cat's licking his own butt. I'm going to read you the description of the card, what the meaning is when it's presented. You're the best. You're the best. What it means when it's presented upright and what it means when it's presented reversed, and then this girl needs to go to bed 9 p.m. I'm smashed. Okay, the Judgment card shows a naked man. Okay, right, let's not read that part. It does have naked people on it. Look, down the bottom. Okay. Judgment upright. A reminder, ours is reversed. So this is not ours. This is just what card is going to be referencing against, I guess. The Judgment card is calling you to rise up and embrace a higher level of consciousness for the service of your highest good. You are experiencing a spiritual awakening and realizing that you are destined for so much more. This is your cosmic leveling up. Does anyone remember what card we got last time? Does anyone remember? Can you type it in if you remember what card we got last time we did this? I actually pull tarot cards all the time, so it's not something I'm going to remember very well. Okay, this is your cosmic up-leveling. You hear the call and are ready to act. Tune into a higher frequency. Let go of your old self and step into this newest version of who you really are. The Judgment card often indicates that you need to make a life-changing decision, but unlike those associated with the logical Justice card, maybe we had Justice last time. This decision requires a blend of intuition and intellect. Intuition. You may be at crosswords, aware that any choice you make will bring a significant change with long-lasting effects. Tune into your higher self, trust your judgment, and know that you are on the right path. If you still need clarity on the situation, look into the past and life lesson. Look to your past and life lessons to guide you. Judgment pops up in a tarot reading when you are close to reaching a significant stage in your journey. You have reviewed and evaluated your past experiences and have learnt from them. All the pieces of the puzzle of your life finally coming together to form one unified picture of your life story. This integration, I like that word, integration. I've used that a lot myself. This integration has healed deep wounds, and you are now able to put the past behind you. You have found your absolution, having cleared any wrongdoings or regrets and releasing any guilt or sadness about the past. This purging process will leave you refreshed and ready to take on any new challenges. How are we going in the comments? Thanks for the link. Let him clean his butt, woman. Yes. Oh, it was the reversed hermit. Yes, yes, yes. Amber Moon, thank you for the emojis. Sylvia, yes, Marielle, reversed hermit. We keep getting the reversed cards. Interesting. Let them guide you and help you rise together. Okay, Judgment reversed. So this is what our card situation is. Judgment reversed calls for a period of reflection and self-evaluation. Through meditation or quiet contemplation, you may arrive at a deep understanding of the universal themes weaving throughout your life and what you can do or change to avoid these situations. You may have kept them secret or hidden because you fear how others may judge you. Wow, story of my life. To clear these past mistakes and regrets and any associated guilt or shame, work on your self-forgiveness, self-acceptance, self-love, and release and freedom. That's crazy because I know this is not just about me, it's about all of us, but I literally just today edited a video for Patreon on Friday talking about how I'm just doing what I need to do. And this is such a theme. All of this, all of that stuff I just said is such a theme in that video. It's crazy. Now let's take a break to drink and talk about what you said. Meg, thank you for the emojis. Amber, Hermit reversed. Yes, it was. Casey, thank you for emoji. Any thoughts so far on what I've read? Okay, let's continue reading. I'll just quickly check Instagram. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, getting distracted. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Okay, next paragraph. The judgment reversed often appears when the universe is trying to send you a message and invite you to something bigger, but you're not listening. Maybe you're afraid of the sacrifice you will need to make to heed the call, or you're worried you are not ready to step into a more prominent role and just want to play it safe. Can I just stop and say that I love that Betty Tarot uses actual good grammar, and you can tell that AI didn't write this. Like, you can tell that an actual person with good literacy wrote this and someone edited it. These sentences are great. You are doing your best to pretend you didn't receive it and are carrying on with your daily life, hoping it will go away. But let's be honest, the call never goes away. It just gets louder and louder until you pay attention. Don't show people your driver's license, Patricia. It's time to push past your inner fears and self-doubt and trust that the universe has your back. This is happening for a reason. Wait, could you see my credit card earlier? Now I'm paranoid. Paranoid about. Could you see that? Oh my God. Don't read my personal details, please. Internet. Sometimes judgment reversed indicates your inner critic is coming through loud and clear. You may doubt yourself or tell yourself negative messages. This is impeding you being able to fulfill your highest potential and be your best self. I think I've finally overcome my inner critic because I'm like, nah, you just got to do whatever you feel like, girl. I'm saying that to me. So I hope that all of you, if you can relate to this, leave this session. Yes, this is a tarot session now. I hope you leave this session with the realization that that's a big waste of your time. And why is anyone more smart than you? This is impeding you being able to fulfill your highest potential and be your best self. To overcome your inner critic, see it as a separate part of yourself. Give it a name. Oh my God, this is actual shadow work they're recommending. Hear it out and acknowledge its fear and offer assurances that everything will be just fine. With focused discipline, you can break the cycle of self-criticism and replace it with more positive messages of what is possible. Yeah, I guess if you're into that whole internal family systems, is that what it's called? Family internal systems, whatever. Then that voice, that judgment voice that's holding you back is one of your protectors. So you've got to figure out what's it trying to protect you from, and do you need it anymore? And if not, release it. I learned that on the internet. Casey can relate to message. Sylvia, the card resonates, considering teaching sound healing. Oh, no. You got to, sound healing is an actual thing. Like, I don't know if you've seen any of my more hippie-minded videos, but I had like kind of a breakthrough a few years ago in a sound healing session. It was amazing. Hooks to ground. Says good to see you live, Patricia. Thank you for liking the live stream. And don't worry, we need to finish this soon. It's 9 o'clock. I'm trying to be in bed by 9:30. Genevieve heard no, panic not. So true. Holistic follower says. Rebecca says relatable. You can't wait. What can't you see? Thanks to video resolution. Meg, thank you for the emojis. And Carolina. Liana, I think these cards speak to us as humans because the collective consciousness is simply the collective human experience, I would say, to Jung, if he's listening. You can find these messages in, the tarot and other sort of archetypal things because as much as we are all very different, we probably are all very similar at the same time. How pretty are they? Tess, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my posting formats, no matter what they be. Mel, I'm glad you thought it was interesting. Oh, Helena, thank you for enjoying my channel. Sylvia likes the hippie vibes. Yeah, that's what we're all about. You think Jung is listening? I think so too. What else would he be doing? Did you see my cat clean his butt earlier? Come on, that's top content. Your card details. Okay, wait, Carolina, what did you say earlier? Oh, you can't see you couldn't see my card videos thanks to resolution. I hope that's true. Well, honestly, even if it wasn't. Oh, Gary. All right, well, look, we're going to take this video to an even-ish hour. We got 2 more minutes. So any last minute words, any last minute questions? Any last minute words? Any last minute questions? Don't make it a hard question though, if it is a question. Don't make me try to concentrate at this hour of night with the inadequate level of hormones that I currently have. Munir Tanya Lepe asked, any tips for a good night of sleep if you hadn't? Yes. Yeah, my advice is get off the internet at 9:02 p.m. and then fight the urge to go watch something with Patrick Swayze in it. Even though you tell yourself you're only going to watch it for 20 minutes and then you'll turn everything off at 9:30. You're just going to sit there watching it till 10, maybe even 10:30. Then it's 11. No, seriously, sleep hygiene is a thing, and certainly like not eating right before you go to sleep, not doing exercise right before you go to sleep, not engaging in anything too exciting before you go to sleep. That's my advice. And also, I've made my room really dark, and I've actually lately managed to retrain myself. If I haven't slept enough hours, I can now, a lot of the time, force myself to go back to sleep. And I've actually been able to a few times go back into a good enough sleep that I go through a 1 more sleep cycle, so about 90 minutes. It's amazing. But yeah, black your room out as much as possible. Which deck is this? This is the Marcel. See that 4? Cost me €4. I bought this in Paris in like 2011, 10, something like that, at a flea market. Yeah, don't do anything exciting before bed, guys. Rebecca, glad you joined the tarot reading. One can only hope at a certain age. That's the best case scenario, that your dreams are full of Patrick Swayze. He's just so emotional in every role. Like, his characters are always the angstiest. And it's part of what I love about Patrick Swayze. They're always so convincingly worked up about something. Okay. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for commenting, leaving emojis. Still really helpful if you do just go to the live stream description box, so the actual YouTube video description box, and just whatever, chuck me an emoji in there, or maybe just be like, my favorite part was when you talked about how angsty Patrick Swayze is. Or when I randomly ranted about socialists in the early 2000s. Yeah, this is what happens when you're of a certain age. You just rant about random things. Yeah, and I'd really appreciate you doing that. And a big thank you to anyone who has bought me a coffee tonight or in the past. A big thank you again to Victoria, Amanda, and Zelda, who were my most recent coffee purchasing queens. Thank you so much. And good night. Don't watch Baby Reindeer? Okay. Those are my parting words. I shan't watch Baby Reindeer. Good night.